Hello, everybody. How are you? The bright sunshine today is a beacon, a beacon, a beacon for the journey. I am feeling very open and feeling like I have shifted something here. I don't know if I feel like the messages I'm receiving are so loving and open. I just wanted to share them with you because um, waking up, singing songs, sort of just being in this open place. So, for those of you who are traveling this journey with me, I hope you're feeling the same. I wanted to do some general messages today, and then we'll get to the reading, sort of like we did the other day. Messages for the collective here. These are the Archangel Michael cards here. Important one. Sense of humor came up the other day. New beginnings and a fresh start. Innocence, same thing. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. That is something that, let me show you these other three. Sense of humor, new beginnings and a fresh start, and innocence. This is like fool energy here. Okay, this is like mirth, right? Mirth is a gift. We are in Scorpio season. This is a new moon in Scorpio, November 7th. As I'm doing this video leading into the 8th here, this is about new beginnings and a fresh start. This is about Scorpio, yes, is deep and watery and is the energy of transformation, okay? So this is a time to really be focused on manifesting what you truly want to happen. Manifesting in the connection, but also in your, sort of bigger life, right? Friends, family, living space, your job, your work, abundance, all of these things. This now, channeling that, channeling that Scorpio energy of real transformation is right now. This is the day, these are the days here, November 7th, November 8th, November 9th, and all the way up until the full moon. So let me give you a little, you can do any kind of water ritual since we are in a watery sign of Scorpio, and it is Scorpio is the death card, right? Okay, let's just not sugarcoat this for anybody. But seeing that as transformation, I feel like the collective has been in like a pupa, in the between the caterpillar and the butterfly stage, right? You're in this pupa. And that's important because if you can't rush that, okay? You can't rush that. This is about letting it gestate. Empress, right? Empress looks pregnant in a lot of the decks. I'll find. Let's see. Empress looks pregnant. Where can I show one? In a lot of the decks, this is Fool energy right here. And I'm not sure in this deck if she does or not. But anyway, so let me talk about this for a second because the Empress is hope and creativity and expansiveness. Venus, right? Venus is still in retrograde. Gestating the relationship, I feel it so strongly. Okay, here's the Empress here in this deck. Kind of looks pregnant in that deck, doesn't she? And we are in Venus retrograde until, ta-da, we're leading up to the full moon. We're giving birth, right, around Thanksgiving. And what an appropriate holiday, if, for those of you not in America, celebrate Thanksgiving anyway, every day, right? Celebrate Thanksgiving for the connections, the relationships, the opportunity that you have in you as you're walking this spiritual path to give birth to something bigger than yourself. Give birth to this connection that is raising the vibration on the planet. We are awakening in record numbers right now. The awakenings are happening faster and faster. There's more of us awakening. There's more twins awakening. That 144,000 number is really just a um, what's the word I want to look for? It's sort of like that's the point where the the love expansive can't be stopped, right? It's 144,000 twins awakened, and I believe we're there or approaching that now. Okay, could be a lot more because people are choosing this path who may, throw away the labels, right? Twins, not twins, who cares, right? Who cares if you're original twin? That seems elitist to me. So if you're choosing to walk the path, it's because you've been inspired, right? Inspiration is the thing. And this truly is the feminine energy reemerging, really taking place beside her emperor and softening the rigid, structured, controlling, any kind of negative word or negative you can attach to that emperor card. And if you've ever seen a man, a masculine energy, a man play with a baby, right? It's just like this softening of that determined, things we love about men or things we love about masculine energy, determined action, don't even go to the negative place, all of these great things, but they're out there doing it, right? They're, with a shield in one hand and a sword in the other, they're doing this. And this is about the innocence here, innocence of seeing those qualities in the twins, seeing that they are moving forward and coming out of this pupa into the butterfly stage. Trusting your own inner guidance. I did get the full card here too, and we'll do a full reading. I'm just, things are just coming out right now. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Really trusting yourself and feeling that heart chakra awakening again. If you've been in separation, I've been in separation. If you've been in separation, I just feel it. I just feel it coming. Okay? I can feel it coming. Communication is happening just because I chose to channel this energy. I chose to channel loving energy, loving to myself, honoring myself, okay? And flowing love energy. I was trying to do an audio thing the other day, and I tried it a couple times, and it didn't record once, whatever. And sometimes I remember having a reading, God, it has to be 25 years ago now, when I was with this woman. And every once in a while I think about this. She did a full reading for me, and it really was about me on this path. It was about where I am now. This is 25 years later, right? That's a big reading she was doing, but she was recording it. She had her little tape recorder, back in the day, the little tape recorder, and there was nothing on the tape. There was nothing on the tape. And I called her and I was like, there's nothing on this tape. She's like, I was afraid of that. The energy was so high. The energy was so strong. I saw her record and everything like that. And I heard the beginning part of it where we were just sort of kibitzing, talking a little bit before she went into her channeling. When she got into the channeling and we were really in it, the vibration was so high that it didn't record. And so that's what we're talking about here, that the 144,000 is about a maximum. What is that called? I'm sorry, guys, I can't think of it right now. It's sort of like when it can't be stopped. It just keeps going. It's like it's like creeping decimalism. Like when you have so much abundance that even spending money doesn't diminish your bank account, right? It's just this. It just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing. That's sort of where we are right now. It's really flowing. The feminine energy coming back into power, a feminine kind of power, this welcoming, this allowing. And the other day when I was doing that recording, the message was show up differently. Show up differently. Okay, show up in your Empress energy, not fear, not retraction, not blame, not anything like that. The Empress is more of a loving, open, right? Innocence, openness, fool energy, sense of humor. Okay, sense of humor. I think that card gets a real short shrift in this deck because sense of humor, it's sort of like, yeah, whatever, I'm going to laugh about this. No, that's not it. Sense of humor is seeing the light light side of things, bringing light to a situation, right? Seeing connections between two things. The smartest people I've ever come across have wonderful senses of humor, all different kinds, dry, erudite, very, very connected with taking a thing over here and a thing over here and bringing them together, and you are surprised. That's what humor is. So that's why it's funny. It's like connected with something that really resonates with you, and there's a very there's a twist on the perception of that causes you to laugh, right? That's what humor is. So it's, in a way, it's seeing this path, seeing this new path, having trust in it, knowing new beginnings and fresh start. I feel like for a lot of the twins energy right now, it's really about letting go of the past. The Fool just lets it go, man. There's no holding grudges. There's no whatever. That needs to be let go. Okay? All of that needs to be let go. I'm going to get one Gaia card for you today, and then let's do the reading about the situation showing up differently. The dream. Oh my goodness. Something is revealed. Insight. Breakthrough. That's what's going on right now. This is a breakthrough. Breakthroughs are happening. Show up differently. Six of Cups. Show up differently. Show up in a way that is surprising, right? Humor, right? Show up in a way that is surprising. Show up in a way that you are led to show up, that's loving to self, that brings you out of any kind of fear of abandonment or anything along those lines. Show up differently. What does that mean? That means if you have been, trying to get their attention, letting go of that, opening up to a different energy, speaking, connecting in the spiritual, connecting in that way. This made me think of you. That's what started it all for me. Is I simply said, I'm thinking of you today. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thinking of you. You're on my mind. That's it. There was no expectation of any kind of reciprocity even. It's just I was explaining the truth. Is it the Rumi quote that says, I told you I loved you, not because I expected you to say it back, but because I needed you to know. I just wanted you to know. There's a difference in the energies of those two things. If you say something to get something back, that is from a place of lack. If you say something because you want someone to know, that's higher vibration. That's a loving vibration. All right, so let's do the reading today. Where's my little deck? Way over here. Way over there. Okay. So this is November 8th. November 8th. I just saw the moon card. So this new moon in Scorpio energy is important transformational energy. Okay? Very important transformational energy. Okay. So let's see. Going on for the collective. Come here, you. Okay. Page of Swords. A little bit of a text. Ace of Pentacles. A little bit of communication. All right. Small amount of communication. Page of Cups. Spiritual connection. Leads to a lot more communication. Yes, Scorpio energy here. Death, transformation. Wow. A little thing leads to a lot. A healing. Showing up differently. You're showing up differently here. Overarching energy of the reading, and then I'll show you here. King of Cups. I think you need to come from the place of feelings. Legit love, and knowing what your template of love is this is the transformation. So my template of love has been about attachment, has been about you need to do things for me, I need to do things for you, scorekeeping or whatever. Those were templated things taught to me. And I'm finding a lot more freedom in releasing that template of what I thought was love in order to grow into a new template, a new twin unconditional love template that doesn't give myself away, that doesn't make me less important in this connection. There's none of that. There's none of that I'm up, you're down. There's none of that control game stuff. There's none of that. It really is about I'm responsible for my own happiness. I'm responsible for my own feelings. And that's a strong place to be, because you're no longer in the anxiety place of his return love or something like that dictates how much love I have for him. That's not it. Okay. So let me show you here. So let's see what you can see. Right. So Page of Cups, High Priestess, Two of Pentacles, sort of being in this feeling, being like you're being in a loop. But I really like this High Priestess there. That's really great. So there's a reciprocity here feeling to me. There's a reciprocalness, which I usually don't feel about this card. But because there's these two pages, I'm feeling like there's communication. There's a little bit of love sent back and forth. There's a real deep connection here. This High Priestess and death energy, very spiritual energy in this connection. Right smack in the middle is the Wheel card, Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter moving into Sagittarius on the 8th, today, if you're watching this today. And that's going to have a transformative effect on the communication. There's going to be some kind of meeting here. 8 of Wands, travel, death card, moving forward, Jupiter moving forward, Wheel moving forward. So if it was in this loop, this communication, come back here. This Page of Swords, little, hey, just thinking of you, may bring about, or whatever is right for your own particular situation. Final here is Knight of Wands, or Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, bringing out that sort of leveling up here, bringing out a real healing communication of love. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups here. That's real healing, okay? So the transformation here, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords. If this is what you were experiencing, right? If you were experiencing this out in the cold feeling, this resistance, this trapped feeling. Whoop, okay, where are we going? Now the truth. I like that. I like that a lot. Because you've got Pentacles, Wands, Swords, no cups. But when the communication is cups, King of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, combined with passion of Queen of Wands, you're basically just saying the truth. Okay, you're just saying the truth. That's a healing thing. And that can lead to change. Because 4 of Swords with the Ace of Swords, that's 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is, 5s are change. Okay? Communication, being changed by truth, by speaking your truth, by being connected to the universe, by being connected to your guides, by trusting your intuition about a thing, by feelings, right? Scorpio, that's deep feelings, things coming up, speaking your truth in a loving way. Thinking of you, showing up differently. Showing up differently. So, blocks here. What are the blocks? Oh my goodness. What are the blocks here? The deck is all cattywampus. What are the blocks here? Chariot. 4 of Cups. That's a dissonant feeling to me. King of Pentacles. It feels to me like one person really wants to move forward, the other person wasn't ready or isn't ready. Somebody wanting to move forward in a way that isn't, the other person isn't on the same page. I feel like now things are getting stable. Things will get stable. All right. When you speak this truth, things are going to move into a place of stability and connectedness. This Eight of Wands feels very connected to me. Feels like there's some real connectedness here. And it makes it okay. Because if you're angry all the time, or you're like, you're not doing what I want you to do, that feels like blame to them. That feels like blame to the masculine or to your partner. It feels like blame. So if you take responsibility for your own feelings, your own happiness, your own joy, sharing love, sharing your I love you, or hey, thinking of you, or whatever, sharing that with them, there is a real feeling of, oh, I'm living my life and I'm not getting blamed for our relationship, so I'm really going to be more open to it. That's going to create some stability here with this person feeling like they're not responsible for your happiness. That's a big realization. Okay, that's part of this twin journey, is you realizing that they are not responsible for you being happy. They're going to enhance your happiness, but there's a mission here. You got to be balanced in order for it to connect. Actions to take, unconditional love, Six of Wands. Really learning the lesson here of unconditional love. Learning that lesson, right? You betcha. Queen of Pentacles, wow. So we've got three queens here and the High Priestess. Learning the lesson of self-nurturing, of being loving. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This will lift it into something that can become, an earth-based relationship, not solely a spiritual connection. But that's the lesson here of learning how to show up differently, how to be in that love space without it being self-sacrificing, without giving yourself away, because if you say something in order to get it back, that is the energy of manipulation. Okay? You're not doing that. I'm saying I love you because I wanted you to know. All right? I'm saying how I'm feeling because I wanted you to know. That's different. That feels different to me. So let's talk to the masculine. Let's talk to the twin here. What's going on with them? Knight of Pentacles. Ready to make an investment. If time. They've been transformed. Ready to make that investment now. Six of Cups into the twin, into the soulmate connection. They feel it. They know it. Okay, they know it. The Death card here is about them becoming aware of this deep connection. Scorpio energy. Seven of Swords. Escaping. Let's get one more around that. Three of Pentacles. Wanting to build something with you. Some of them could be escaping a bad situation. Some of them could be in a position where they're now ready. Okay? So they might not even be telling you that they're leaving this other situation, but you've built a nice foundation with them. Three of Pentacles. Feels nurturing to them. For some of you, showing up differently is going to be a jolt for them. Yes, it's going to be a jolt for them. Let's see how this unfolds here. It's going to be, yes, Nine of Cups. Getting what you want. Isn't that lovely? How's this unfolding here, please? Page of Wands. Very young, fresh. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. The other page is not too far behind, I'm sure. Really being in that passionate place. Queen of Wands, Page of Wands here. Ace of Wands. That feels like a lot. That feels like a lot of sex to me. That feels like an offer. That feels like an olive branch a little bit. And it's also very phallic. All of these things are very masculine energy. Ace, the Wands, the Sword, Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, a lot Scorpio energy. There's a lot there, right? Ooh, Tower. There's another phallic image for you. All right, let's see. But this is like in truth. They're blowing apart that Four of Cups there. All right, what's the Tower here, please? Ace of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Magician. Nice. That is taking action after one is enlightened, knowing you got three aces here, knowing you're they're being offered a gift. There's a shift in their energy too. When you show up differently, that is a awakening for them. All right, that's a wow, that feels different to me. Okay, rather than sort of being in this, I'm out in the cold, I'm screw you, I'm not talking to you kind of a thing, right? Rather than that, there's a difference here of you're not making them responsible for for your happiness anymore. You've really shifted into something that's a lot more balanced, right? Libra. There's some energy of Libra still around. Some of the planets. I can't remember. Is it Mercury going back into Libra a little bit? It's not so. The communication can be more balanced, more loving. Okay, there can be that. So let's see here. I want to. I already did the Archangel Michael card for you. This is a brand new deck that Tori sent me. Thank you, Tori. It's a Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. So I've never used it before, but I have my little book here. So I want to get some messages to you from this Shamanic Healing deck, which I think is totally awesome. Thank you, Tori. Emotional release. Self-love. You got that right. Past, present, and future. Wow. Isn't that cool? Sexual energy. Okay, see, we're talking about sex. I knew it. All of these phallic images. There's a lot of sexual energy here at Reunion of Souls. The reunion is coming, my darlings. I don't know if you can feel it, but I sure as hell feel it. We're coming into this 11/11 portal. November 11th is Sunday. This just feels like there's going to be a lot of unions happening soon because you're showing up differently. You hear that? I hope they shut that off. Thank you. All right, emotional. Let's see here. I opened right up to transformation, to the death card here. After the rain comes the sun. After the caterpillar comes the butterfly. This situation you are inquiring about is somehow acting as a catalyst for major transformation. If you find yourself questioning or having regrets, don't. Try not to second guess yourself or beat yourself up. Nothing happens that is not supposed to. Many of your issues and situations are not anything to be upset about. They are a path to wholeness. Oh, I love that. You are the one who infuses drama and chaos into a situation. You are always given opportunities to grow and learn. Growth and learning very rarely come about when everything stays status quo, and just as you think they should. Be thankful you have this wonderful opportunity to transform and heal to a better and higher rate of vibration. Oh my God, that's fabulous. That's exactly what we were talking about. So let's see here, showing up differently. Emotional release. Here we go. These are really beautiful, aren't they? They're really pretty. We all want to be strong. As humans, we value strength and independence, but also as humans, we need the support of our family, friends, our tribe. Here we are. Trying so hard to be strong, pushing down emotions such as fear, anger, betrayal, sadness, only forces them to grow and become stronger. The bubbling up and release that eventually comes takes everyone involved by surprise. Tower. And sometimes does harm in terms of hurt feelings and words that cannot be taken back. Get into the practice of voicing your feelings, even if it's just acknowledging them to yourself. Journal, create, dance, find a way that you can safely feel your most feared emotions. Feel them and then let them go. This is a potentially deep healing for you. Scorpio energy. Right? Deep healing. Four of Swords here. Healing. Change around healing. Ace of Swords, Four of Swords. There's big change around healing here. Come here, Death card. Self-love, 41. We talk a lot about self-love around here. I know we do. We always try to think so highly of the ones we love. We even give strangers the benefit of the doubt, but when it comes to self-love, many of us fall woefully short. To love oneself is to accept imperfection, embrace learning, and battle through the all-consuming fires of self-doubt in order to find the energetic balance inside each of us. Balance. Be aware of the small, insidious voice that perhaps repeats the negative self-assessments you had as a child. Maybe an ex-lover or friend put a label on you that you've accepted. These self judgments have no place in a whole, healthy relationship that is vital to have within yourself. It's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer love to others. That's why when you reach out in order to get someone, your twin or your soulmate or whatever the label is you're choosing to accept, whenever you do that, whenever you are saying something to get a response, there's a feeling of manipulation. It's a take. It's a take, right? And that's not what we're about here. What we're about is flowing the energy of love. Okay, it's a different, completely different vibe, right? So past, present, and future. This card is a number 4. I like that. The structure of that. We all arrive on this earth with a plan. We all have lessons to learn. In the process of learning these lessons, most of us will encounter experiences that we label as bad. Okay? This labeling and duality we carry with us wherever we go is what is called our baggage. When we let these labels direct our reactions to life and experiences in the present or even project them into the future, we are working with a lower energy vibration. When you are able to integrate your lessons without labels, then you are free to remain in the present experience and enjoy it for what it truly is. You can then move forward into the future without expectations or agendas and be much more open to what will be for our highest and best good. Let go of labels and judgments surrounding this situation. Woo! Sexual energy. I knew it. Union is coming for a lot of you. It's coming. I don't know if you feel it, but I sure do. And I just want to say, miraculous. In the purest sense, sexual energy is not an energy to be expanded from you. It is a state to reside in. The first and second chakras are the root of our sexual feelings. When you use this very potent energy to manipulate people and situations, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. When you expand your life force energy up from your first 2 chakras and incorporate the energy from your heart and your crown, you can experience the most complete and divine experience of sexual energy possible. This doesn't even have to include another person. When you can merge your connections to the Creator, High Priestess. When you can merge your connections to the Creator or with your connection to the Earth without any filters or blocks between the two, you will experience a complete and true connection. That's true union. That's true union. Is to be in this, right? Bring that energy up from your root chakra through your heart and through your crown. Be connected with the universe. Be connected with God. That's true union. That is true union. Wow. We act as the conduit between heaven and earth. When we can put ourselves into this energy at any given time, and when we can put our energy into this at any given time, we are not tempted to use our sexual energy in a way that feeds our need for validation, nor are we easily manipulated by another's outputting of sexual energy. This card asks you to look at where sexual energy is directed in your life. Wow. So, interestingly, if you're focused on union with the twin in a way that is showing up for your agenda, instead, shift it into the guidance of being connected to God, being connected to Gaia, being connected to your guides. Use that sexual energy for that purpose. That is true union. You can have that right now. Right now. Just by showing up differently. By shifting that energy into unconditional love and nurturance, self-love. We talk about this all the time. Every time it comes through strongly, it shouldn't surprise us. It shouldn't surprise us. Reunion of souls. Ooh, hold on. Reunion of souls. There is a school of thought that says before our souls come to earth, we make contracts or agreements with other souls. At one point in time, we appear in each other's lives to assist those involved in learning a lesson, being a catalyst and need for change, or to share in profound joy. When a person comes into your life to teach you a lesson, no matter the human form, no matter the human experience, this agreement is based in love. So no matter if you're feeling separation or whatever, this person, this soul, who you're, you can be focused on a particular person or whatever, but people, all people coming across your path, all of those contracts are based in love. The human experience may have been painful and extremely challenging, acknowledging the depth of love needed for this contract to take place. The experience may have been profoundly moving. Be grateful. Cherish the lessons. Move forward. Alternately, this card signifies a profound soulmate relationship, whether it be lovers, friends, parents, and children. Cherish the gifts. Expand it out. Don't focus on one person. Expand this love, this feeling outward from your connection. Wow. Profound. Profound today. My goodness. Ellie's asleep in the chair. All right, guys. Wow. I'll see you tomorrow.